It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny
and Scooter. Welcome in to the show. It is Tuesday, February 24th. I was going to say, I hope you had a great weekend. I forgot I had a show yesterday. So, there you go.
First Monday this month. That's understandable.
NHL starts tomorrow.
NHL is back, baby.
Is it tonight? I thought.
That's
tomorrow?
tonight.
They start?
No, it was today. Tuesday, they start Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wednesday.
Start back up Wednesday.
They'll still be cheered.
The combine.
USA.
Yeah.
USA. You're going to hear that everywhere.
You're not going to hear it in Toronto.
Yeah, maybe not.
Or Ottawa.
Yeah. Edmonton.
Montreal. You're not going to hear that.
Yeah.
So ready to go. By the way, combine going on up in Indianapolis.
You can sign up for alerts. I just saw it here on ESPN.
I don't need those.
I don't either.
I don't know how you feel about it.
No, I don't want any.
I don't need the combine alerts, although Jeremiah Love yesterday, the footwork, Tony.
That's outstanding.
I don't know how big his hands are, but his footwork,
wow.
He's going to go early in the draft. Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love, the running back. Just put it down. I'm telling you now. By the way, I will be out of here at 10:40 today. Boo! Got to catch the bus. Nothing better than catching the bus to Florence, Alabama. As the Bellarmine Knights hit the road today. Yeah, it is a National Lampoon vacation. You're right about that. The Knights and the North Alabama Lions, Wednesday night, 8:45 over on ESPN 680. You know what? You're sitting at home. You're trying to go to sleep. You can't go to sleep. Put on me and Mark Bug. That'll put you right out.
Turn on ESPN Plus. First basket goes through. Pause it. Have the radio on with John Spears and Mark Bug. And as soon as John says a made basket, you hit play, and you're right in sync.
That is a commitment a lot of people aren't going to have.
I got to listen to John Spears.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. We're going to do birthdays in the second segment, Scooter, so we can so that I can do them. And I guess we'll do the Max Pack, sponsored by InsureMax. 1-1 last night.
I think the way you've been going in the Max Pack, you let Tony pick today.
I had North Carolina.
Yeah, well done.
And I moneylined them like you told me to do.
Well done.
And also had Houston. I sat here yesterday and said, Kansas never loses at home on a Monday night.
Big Monday.
And I took Houston and gave points to Kansas last night. So that's just dumb. That's just dumb on my part. North Carolina 77, Louisville 74. This was, if you saw the bracket when they showed it in the middle of the game, the ACC tournament bracket. Tony, did you see it?
Yes.
Louisville was the 7 seed. Carolina was 6. They were going to move up to 5 if they won that game last night. But this doesn't eliminate Louisville from a double bye, but boy, it hurts.
Yep.
Boy, it hurts.
Sure does. You
got 3 games left. 2 of them are on the road. You should beat Syracuse at home. At Miami, I think is going to be tough. At Clemson's probably going to be tough coming up on Saturday. But a game that, look, play some defense. That's all. Play a little defense. All right, M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 384-1450. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, 384-1450. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Gameday Men's Health, redefining men's wellness, no shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 502-414-1450. A lot to unpack from that game last night. Michael Brown, 24 points, but 9 for 25. Here's a stat I got from my man Kelly Dickey, who is the stat master in the country, but for U of L. Michael Brown Jr. set a program record last night, Tony. Most field goal attempts in a game without a free throw attempt. 25 field goal attempts without going to the line. The previous record for Louisville, Tyquan Dean and Milt Wagner had 23 field goal attempts in a game without going to the free throw line. I did see at one point in the second half it was 17 fouls to 1. You're not going to get the whistle on the road. It's that simple in whatever conference you're in. But I think it's even more so when you're at places like Chapel Hill. You're not going to get the whistle. At the end of the game, Pat Kelsey told Bob Valvano last night after the game, he was trying to call timeout before Michael Brown Jr. went in for that layup attempt, down by 3. He missed it, had to shoot it over the big guy. It came out, and Carolina basically had the game won at that point. Kelsey said he was pointing to the floor to have the guard dribble to him and call timeout. Brown didn't see him, had a head of steam, and took it on his own.
You don't point, you scream.
Right? That's what I'm sitting there thinking.
Well, I mean,
Or you run out on the court, timeout. Call it.
the coach can't call it, right?
I know it, but he can run out in front of him.
He can't jump out there and say, hey, timeout, idiot. Which is not what Michael Brown is,
No.
by the way. I'm not saying that. But they couldn't stop Seth Trimble.
He was good, man.
The defensive, I felt like every time Carolina wanted to score, they were going to score. And that's hard to watch. They shot 53.6%. U of L had 9 more rebounds than North Carolina. They had 6 more three-pointers made than North Carolina. You have to win that game when those are the numbers. I
Well,
don't care who you're playing.
Here's some numbers.
But
for
U of L
you.
was 12 for 28 from two-point land.
3 guys scored double figures.
Yep.
Brown, Conwell, and Hadley. Hadley was 6 for 8 from the field. Nobody else scored over 4 points for U of L. Now,
McNeely put a goose egg up.
here's the numbers. Those 2 guys that were the leading scorers in the game that scored 47 points
Yep.
were 16 for 44 from the field.
And Card shot 38.8. So nobody. I mean, you mentioned Hadley had a good field goal percentage, but for the most
He was
part,
6 for 8.
for the most part, nobody shot the ball well.
Nobody
last night.
shot, John. Look at this thing.
But Louisville shot 14 of 39 from 3. That's good.
I know, but they shot 67 shots, and 44 of them came from 2 guys that didn't shoot well.
And 39 of those shots came from three-point land as well.
Yeah.
But that's what Carolina gives you.
And that's how Louisville wins games, too.
It is how Louisville wins games. Carolina missed 10 out of 19 free throws last night, or they win this game easily. So Trimble had 30, career high. You never like it when the opponent has a guy that has a career high, but he did. He had a career high.
11 for 16.
What was that?
But Trimble shot from the
Trimble,
field.
yeah. Well, and he missed a bunch of free throws. I think he missed 5 or 6 of the free throws.
But those moves down the lane, just that little one-handed shot was pretty.
Where's the help? Right?
What's help, John?
Well, when that guy's got 22,
how many times?
24, now you help on.
How many times have you heard
Maybe
me
when
coach?
he gets 15, you start helping.
How many times have you heard me coach help, weak side help?
Yeah. You got Clemson next at Clemson, and that Clemson's got 20-8, same record as Louisville, 10-5, 1 game ahead of Louisville in the conference standings. Clemson's a little desperate right now too because they have not been playing well. You go to Little John Arena? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Saturday, 2:00 on ESPN2, so you got a few days to get ready for that one. But I've said this all year. When you got a guy like Brown, you're always going to be in a game. When he's playing well, you know, it's like DeBanza at BYU. When he's playing well, you got a shot to win the basketball game. I don't care what everybody else is doing. So I still think that's the case, but they do not play defense well enough against good teams to win ball games. Here's a great stat. Mike Rutherford, who you can listen to later today, put this up last night. Quad 1A games under Pat Kelsey. Louisville's now 1-11.
I would have never guessed that.
They are 46-4 in all other games. Wow. But Quad 1A opportunities, and there are no more left on the schedule in the regular season. 1-11.
Was Kentucky a quad 1?
That might be the one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be the one. But other than that, they just
Did you see
they flat out don't get it done.
Did you see the number on high since Wilson's been out, the forward?
I did not.
When Wilson was in, he was averaging 1 point, 1 rebound a game. When Wilson went out, he's averaged almost 13 points a game and almost 10 rebounds.
So you know what that
He
tells
should have
me?
been playing.
He's going to be in the transfer portal. I've never been a Hubert Davis fan.
I haven't either.
I don't think he's a good coach. I think he just looks like a weirdo over there on the sidelines. He does the glasses thing like Roy Williams used to do. Come on.
What's
be
Scott
your own
May's
person.
son's first name? I just can't think of it.
Scott May's
Played in the
son.
NBA, played at North Carolina. Big kid. Come on, Scoot.
Scooter.
Scott May's
Scott
son,
May's
North
son.
Carolina.
I don't remember his name.
Did you see him
I'll
sitting
look
on the
it up.
bench? He's huge.
He
man.
was always huge.
I know, but he's really
Sean.
big.
Sean May.
Sean May, yeah.
Good call.
Good player.
Did you look it up or did you get it?
I looked it up.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty, Scooter.
I wanted to lie
You know,
and say I came up
When
with
you
it, but
when you hear
I
Scooter,
wanted too bad.
when you hear the word Scooter, you certainly don't hear the word honesty very often. But
Wow.
in this case,
I think it is.
I got to give it to you.
Nice job, Justin.
thank you.
So at Clemson, at Miami, Syracuse at home. I don't know where you're at in the ACC now. You were 7th during the game. You're probably you're still in the top 8. So you get a single bye, but I think double bye, Tony's off the table now.
Yeah,
almost.
I think last night.
If you
hurt
go
him bad.
3-0, maybe
you still have to jump to all those other.
that would
teams.
get you to 12-6.
Are they still doing the thing where not everybody makes it?
Yes,
Can you all
but
believe?
there's
it?
like 47 teams in the ACC.
True.
So
Can you all believe it's almost NCAA tournament?
yes,
time?
it's February, Tony.
I know it. It's just hard to believe how time
No.
goes by.
I completely
Time
disagree.
goes by.
I completely disagree. I have no problem believing it.
Wow. Well, high school
But my life's
playoffs are
going
going
back.
on.
My life's going back quicker than yours is.
I don't know about that.
I don't know how much time I got left. Let's be honest. So Duke is 13-1. Virginia's 12-2. Then you got Miami, NC State at 10-4. Carolina and Clemson at 10-5. So there's your top 6.
Got Miami, Clemson. You play right.
You play at Miami and you play at Clemson. So you can catch both of those teams with a win. I don't think they played either of those teams yet, or did they play Clemson
played
at
Clemson.
home? They did play Clemson at home.
I wasn't at a Clemson
I'm
game.
pretty positive they've already played Clemson.
And once again, Scooter is honest, but he's wrong. They have
I
not
was
played
going to
Clemson.
say I didn't think they played him at home because I didn't.
Oh, you get denied for credentials every game, so
I have lately, and then I couldn't remember Virginia won that game. They killed
These-
it.
You know, I was there too, and I couldn't remember it either. So these would be standalone wins. If you can beat Miami and Clemson, you would jump them because you would have the head-to-head
Tiebreaker.
meeting
You'd have the
over them.
tiebreaker.
But SMU's only a half game back of Louisville with an extra game to play. You split with
Split with them.
SMU.
I was there at SMU, and Louisville did.
He
beat
does
them.
remember that one. Cal and Florida State and Virginia Tech all have 7 wins, so those are non-factors. So Cards are going to finish in the top 8, but probably not the top 4. So they'll get a single bye, but not the double bye. By the way, I rarely play a single game when I gamble. You know, I like to play the parlays. I single gamed, and I extended the spread tonight on a game.
Whoa.
That was a Scooter move.
That is a scooter move.
I added 2 points to the spread.
You should have done that for UNC last
It is
night.
a top 25 team against a non-top 25 team. Let's see if you guys can guess
gotta look
which
up.
game
I'm gonna pull it up.
I did that on. By the way, Houston last night, I'm going to call them a no-show in Allen Fieldhouse. 69-56. Houston led the game early. But, man, they could get – Tony, you watched this game. They couldn't do anything on offense. I don't know if it was Kansas defense
I think it was Kansas defense.
or this Houston offense. It looked like we're going to dribble around out front, high screen, and take a jumper at some point or drive to the basket into traffic.
Well, they couldn't drive, and they don't have really scorers inside, so Kansas did a great job of forcing them to have to take bad shots down in the shot clock, too. They took a lot of late shot clock
they
shots.
got shot clock violations.
I think it was Kansas defense, man. And in the fog, you don't know what's going to happen, man.
How many straight wins is that on a Monday night at home for Bill Self? It's a bunch, right? They don't lose at home.
It's
Basically,
incredible.
And then the idiot takes Houston.
Scooter, do you know that one?
That is.
Can you tell us?
I don't.
You said 41, didn't you?
41 is either what they've done,
On
he's
Monday
done,
nights at
or
home.
they've done.
Okay.
I saw it was 40 going in.
So they've lost 2 straight now, Houston. They got 3 walkovers to finish the year, Colorado, Baylor at home, and then at Oklahoma State. So they should win all 3 of those. But I'm worried about my Houston Cougars and Kelvin Sampson.
Yeah, well, they're on a bad roll right now. They took. I tell you what, when Sharp Kane hit shots and
he hit a
Flemings,
couple early, and I thought they're going to roll over Kansas.
Yeah, him and Flemings did not have their best game.
Flemings was
Flemings was good. He just didn't get any help.
6 of 18, Scooter.
Yeah, I was going to say he missed a lot.
I wouldn't call that good.
Man. They took a lot of bad
and
shots.
only 2 assists for the point guard.
And
so
it's
16 points.
The
yes,
2
I'll
points
give you
is
that.
Virginia.
Sharp was 1 for 10.
Did you?
So when I say he hit a couple early, that was incorrect. He was 1 for 10.
Yeah, when those two guys.
What was your point?
I said Virginia. You added the 2 too.
I added what?
You said tonight a ranked team against an unranked team. I said Virginia.
Oh, are you taking the ranked team, John?
I'm taking the ranked team,
Okay.
and I've added 2 points to the spread.
I got it.
You said I took Virginia and bumped it up. That is incorrect.
I'm going with Miami, Ohio.
That is incorrect because
Really?
that's a system
Texas
game.
Tech.
Miami of Ohio is a system game.
That's true, but the Eastern stinks.
Texas Tech.
It's definitely Texas Tech.
It is definitely not Texas Tech.
What?
Wow.
Although that's a great one with Cincinnati coming off that win and going on the road. That is a
You didn't take Duke, did you?
No.
absolutely.
Duke?
I bumped it up to 20.
Oh,
Well,
I thought-
19 and a half.
Michigan would have been my next guess.
And now that's a system game for Notre Dame, but I've seen Notre Dame in person.
Scoot, there he goes against his system.
I've seen Notre Dame
Put some money on Notre Dame.
television a few times.
Notre Dame
know
hit 18
Duke-
threes tonight.
Duke is coming off of a big win and going on the road, and it's a system game, which are all my triggers, right? They're all my triggers. And I'm going against all of that because I think Notre Dame is so bad.
Or is it because you won't be here tomorrow to have to answer for it either way?
You just
I
told
don't
us.
care. I'll have to answer for it Friday if I lose.
You just
I'm
said
sure you'll bring it up Friday.
You did it last night with Houston, John. You're going to do it again tonight.
I'm doing it again. Houston, that was not a system because both teams are ranked.
No, but it was what you talked about.
It was what I talked about, and I'm going to talk about this. Notre Dame stinks. Trey White, 23 for the Jayhawks last night. Remember him, Tony?
Guys, his sixth school. No, it's his
He was
fourth
at USC. Where's he been? He's been to USC,
Louisville, Illinois.
Illinois. I knew there was a fourth one. And now Kansas. But he was great last night, 23 points. Peterson played 30 minutes, 14 points, 4 rebounds.
Is that a career high?
Only 5. It might be. Only 5 of 14 from the field. He's going to be in the league
That was
next
a
year.
physical game, man. I tell you what, college basketball, even high school, they're letting them play.
Kansas shot 44%. Houston shot 31.8. They just beat the hell out of each other.
They did.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Preview Kentucky, South Carolina tonight. Northwestern at Indiana. Right here on the Big X tonight. We'll preview those. Birthdays coming up in segment 2 as well, even though Scooter doesn't like it. And our Pistons took one on the chin last night, Tony. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, Big X. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, John, Tony, Scooter. Final segment of the day for me.
Boo!
But there are 2 more segments left, just for the record. Tony's excited about it. Thanks to those of you watching on YouTube. Appreciate it, as always, listening on the podcast or listening live. We certainly appreciate the support. I am sporting Maryland Terrapins today.
Nobody knows what I'm
You know why?
Why?
No reason.
You just like the turtle?
Just like the red hat. Tony going Under Armour and Kentucky basketball or Kentucky hat.
That's right, I'm not on.
He's not on the YouTube. But Under Armour baseball, right?
He will be next segment.
All right. Baseball getting ready to play. The Braves re-signed for an extra year Chris Sale, $27 million. Nice
The World Baseball Classic's getting ready to start here.
By the way, Tarek Skubal. Did you see this news?
I'm so mad.
I don't know how to take it. Because you have to, if you're a Major League Baseball team and you just signed this guy for $32 million for this year, he's got to be healthy for you, right? He's got to be healthy. And this is not a guy in the NHL playing for his country in the Olympics. This is the World Baseball Classic. Tarek Skubal of the Tigers said today, this is yesterday, that he will make only one start for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic before returning to the Tigers, spring training camp.
Yep.
Quote, if they go to the finals, I think I'm going to try and lobby just to go watch and be with the guys, unquote. Okay. Now, there are guys that are going to pitch. They're going to be on pitch limits in these games. They're going to pitch maybe 3 innings in a game.
Yeah, they're not going to push him.
Is he on the team or not?
He's on the team for at least one game.
It's ridiculous. This screams selfishness.
Wouldn't you rather have Tarek Skubal pitch a game for you against a really good team and get a win than him not pitch at all?
Yeah, but I'd rather see him 2 or 3 times.
Well, sure. We all would. But that's not the question. The question is, if Tarek Skubal said to you, hey, I'm going to give you 1 game, and then I'm going back to camp, are you going to say, just go back to camp now? We don't need you.
I mean, because if it's going the way I think it's going to go, he's making all these decisions here. He's probably going to come out and try to pinch against, like, Curacao or somebody that we're going to roll anyway.
Maybe he will.
Well, and here's the part to me. If you're going to spring training to throw anyway, what's the difference if you're pitching in the World Baseball Classic? You're gonna if you have a pitch count,
you're getting your preseason innings in anyway in spring training. Is that what you're saying?
You're just not pitching against major league teams.
Yeah, well,
or doing work in the bullpen.
I think working the bullpen and World Baseball Classic games, the stress level's a little different.
Right, but he's not going to pitch. He's not going to pitch 7 innings either.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Again, as I said at the top here, I don't know what to think about this. I really don't. M&M Cartage Hotline's open if you have an opinion, 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line still open, 414-1450. Let's do birthdays. Damn. I owe Tony $50. I said he won't be ready. Scooter will not be ready, even though I told him twice this is what we're going to do. But you were ready, Scooter. I give you kudos.
Tony, I'll take 25 of that.
All right, Scoot.
Billy Zane is 60 today. You know who Billy Zane is?
I sure do.
Titanic. He was the bad guy in Titanic. He was also
in The Mummy or something.
He might have been in The Mummy. I don't know, but he was in all the Back to the Future movies. He was one of the punks that always beat up on Marty. Billy Zane, 60 today. Daniel Kaluuya.
Nope.
You ever see Get Out?
Nope.
Oh my God, what a great movie. He was also in Nope. He's in a bunch of these Jordan Peele movies. 37 today. Edward James Olmos from Stand and Deliver is 79 today. He's been in a lot of other stuff too. Abe Vigoda. All right,
there you go.
This is me now. All right, these next 3 are all for me. Abe Vigoda.
What was his name in Barney Miller?
Fish.
Fish. Yeah.
He was Fish, but he was also Tessio in The Godfather. Would have been 105 today.
I always look like one of them dogs that the cheeks are falling down.
Yeah. Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah.
Al Lettieri was born on this date in 1928, passed away in 1975, so not a long life for Al Lettieri, who played Sollozzo in The Godfather. Got shot in a restaurant right in the head. Remember that by Michael?
I don't remember which one.
Spoiler alert.
They shot a lot of people.
They shot a lot of people. It's not much of a spoiler. 1972, that movie came out. Not much of a spoiler. Dominic Chianese. He was in Godfather 2 as the bodyguard of Hyman Roth. He was also Uncle Junior in Sopranos. Remember Uncle Junior?
I don't remember.
He's
I have to watch it again.
95 today. The mob has not yet killed him. He's 95 today. Those are for me. This one's for Tony. Barry Bostwick. Come on, man. You can do it. Barry Bostwick. What did you do every other Friday night in high school?
Every other Friday.
Or Saturday night, probably. That we just talked about the other night. I never did it. But you went to see a movie.
Oh, the Rocky Horror
Picture Show.
Saturday night, yeah.
He was Brad in Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's 81 today. Susan Sarandon was the woman, but the girl, but he was Brad. Deborah Jo Rupp. This is the first Scooter Meter opportunity here. It's not a good one. She was the mom in That 70s Show. Scooter, did you watch That 70s Show?
A little bit, yeah. I never really got into it that much.
I never watched it.
She was also Phoebe's brother's wife in Friends. Remember that? Phoebe had their kids.
Oh, yeah.
Deborah Jo Rupp is 75 today. Scooter?
I can't find a way back picture. So
There's not a good enough one, I can tell you right now.
We're going to go with 2.
There you go. You're very, very nice. O'Shea Jackson Jr. Now, who's his dad? Is it Ice-T or Ice Cube? O'Shea Jackson Jr. was in Straight Outta Compton. Ice Cube is his dad. He's 70. He's 35 today. Steve Jobs, born on this date, 1955.
I know who he is.
You're holding his phone.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Steve Jobs, I don't know, we'd still have rotary dial telephone.
Thank God. That would be great.
He passed away in 2011, by the way. All right. Ready for some music here, Tony? 76 years old today. Da-na-na-na-na. George Thorogood.
Oh, and the Destroyers.
The Destroyers.
The Delaware
Scooter has
Destroyers.
no idea who George Thorogood is.
I know
Bad
George
to the
Thorogood.
bone.
I know that guy.
Bad. And finally, Sammy Kershaw. I made her the queen of my double wide trailer.
I go straight to she don't know she's
She
beautiful.
don't know she's beautiful.
You're exactly right, Scooter. I was getting ready to say that.
68 today, Sammy Kershaw.
She don't know.
All right, sports-wise, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is 49.
Do you see what he's doing?
Did you see the news today?
Yes,
Scoot?
it was out last night.
Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao in September. Are they rolling out in wheelchairs?
I don't know.
Fighting? What's going on
They
here?
got canes.
But Mayweather's 49 today. Honus Wagner, not alive.
I don't think so.
Born on this date in 1874.
I like to have his baseball card.
Former Cincinnati Red Bronson Arroyo is 49 today with the long hair.
High leg kick.
High leg kick.
Hall of Famer and nickname of Tony's mom, Eddie Murray,
Yeah.
is 70 today. That's an inside joke, and we're going to keep it there.
Yep.
He's 70 today. Mackenzie Gore. I'm not sure who he was a National. Then he was a Padre. I think he's still a Padre. Good left-handed pitcher. I like him a lot.
I was gonna say
Ranger?
he's a Ranger, yeah.
Oh, Tony, you're going to like that.
Oh, I knew it. I was getting ready to say he was a Ranger.
He's 27 today. Jeff Garcia, former 49ers quarterback, 56.
No, not the singer.
Not the singer. Brian Flores is 45, former current Vikings defense coordinator, right? Yeah. Former Dolphins coach, 45. And the king of the telestrator in the NBA, Mike Fratello, former Hawks coach, is 79 today. And those are your birthdays. I saw this, Scooter. I'm going to give you a shot at this. Top 5 players in the country in college basketball per Ken Pom, highest offensive ratings.
Cam Boozer.
Cam Boozer is number 1.
A.J. DeBanza.
A.J. DeBanza is number 5. You will not get 2, 3, or 4.
Yaxel Lindeborg.
No, that's
All
a great
that's a
from
good guess,
Michigan.
man.
That's a great guess.
Well, if I'm not going to get him, just tell me.
North Carolina, number 4, Caleb Wilson, who's hurt. Number 3 is Winthrop's Logan Duncombe. Tony knew who this guy was.
Former Hoosier.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. He is 3rd in the country
Good for him.
in highest offensive rating per Ken Pom.
Sure be nice to have him.
Number 2, I will be on the bus with him shortly. Jack Karasinski from Bellarmine University at 127.9. I don't know how to figure this number, but that's his. Boozer, by the way, is 133.6, number one in the country. So congrats right now to Jack Karasinski as the Knights embark on their last road trip before conference tournament play, which will be in Jacksonville next week when the Knights go out there and shock the world down in Jacksonville and then get a date on a Wednesday in Dayton, a playing game, and I'll be there. Can't wait. All right, I'm going to let Tony do the Max Pack today. I think that's fair. I think Scooter's right. You can do it in the next segment when I'm gone. But I'm going to let you do the Max Pack, sponsored by Insuramax and our friend Chad Hennessy. Got to find this read because this is good radio. The six-pack or the Max Pack, which we call it now.
Go ahead and do that now for me.
Brought to you by Chad Hennessy with Insuramax, proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. All your insurance needs, call Chad Hennessy at Insuramax today, 479-4085. How many games are you going to put in the Max Pack tonight, Tony?
Well, I haven't really looked at it, John, so we'll see.
There are 6 system games, including Duke at North Carolina, including another.
I don't have to do ranked teams.
You don't. You do whatever you want. This is an interesting one because this fits a couple of different systems. They beat Houston. They're going on the road tonight. Arizona at Baylor, 9 o'clock on ESPN2. Arizona is 8.5 on the road tonight. That screams system. Notre Dame, by the way, screams system because Duke is coming off a big win over Michigan, and they're going on the road.
That terrible Utah team's going. They're at home, and Iowa State's coming there.
Iowa State ranked number 4 now in the latest poll, going to the bottom feeder, the last place team in the Big 12. Utah, 12.5 is the number there. Also, Miami of Ohio at Eastern Michigan. Scooter just told me EMU's terrible.
Horrible.
10.5.
10.5 though.
Not enough.
You don't think so?
Nope.
You don't think
sooner or later it's time
that somebody plays them tough?
They will have some tough games, but it's not going to be against Eastern Michigan.
I will say this: Eastern Michigan, I bet it's rocking tonight. I'll bet the students show up, the fans show up.
No way.
A 6:30 game.
What's their record?
10-18.
No way people are showing up.
And then they play Friday night.
Man.
They play Friday night on CBS, and they're on the road at Western Michigan. System.
Speaking of system, Tennessee at Missouri tonight. The Vols are still 22nd in the country, and they are 3.5 on the SEC network against Missouri tonight.
Going back to Miami, their next game will be at home against Toledo, who's 14-13, and they end the regular season at Ohio, who's 15-13 on a Friday night at 9 o'clock.
Friday night.
They could be undefeated,
Dangerous.
playing the rival at their rival.
St. Louis is ranked 23rd. They're at Dayton tonight. St. Louis only a 4.5-point favorite on the road in the A-10 there at Dayton. Michigan has a home game against Minnesota, 22.5 there. Virginia's got a home game against NC State. Virginia's only 6.5 in that one. And Texas Tech, 6.5 at home against Cincinnati. BYU is 11.5 at home against Central Florida. Those are your.
You don't like the Gophers? If you kill all the Gophers.
I think Michigan's mad after what happened the other night, and they're back home.
Yeah.
And the Gophers are still the Gophers.
Yeah.
Before I get out of here, Kentucky and South Carolina, UK 6.5 tonight. Are you surprised that it's that big of a number, Tony? At South Carolina.
I think it's right. I think you know they should be the better team, even though they've lost lately. South Carolina's not good, but they're at home.
I thought
conference.
I thought Indiana would be more than 4.5 at home against Northwestern tonight. I mean 8.5 at home. I thought they'd be more than that.
Who do you like in that one, Scoot? 8.5.
Oh, that's pretty spot on. I think that Indiana probably wins by 8.
All right, I'm out of here. Tony Burke will finish the show. We'll take one more time out and come back with more. Thanks for listening in advance. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big Apple.
Back here on Spears on Sports. I had to move to the big guy chair. It's kind of warm over here where I'm sitting. I moved over here, Scoot. John exited to head over to Bellarmine University to get on the bus.
You should have taken your chair over there.
Yeah, you know what? Now I think about it, that's probably a better move. But no, John's getting ready to. He's on his way over to Bellarmine to get on the bus to head down to North Alabama. He'll be there tonight and tomorrow. He won't be back for with the show Wednesday or Thursday, but I'll be here, Scoot. Woo-hoo. So we'll make sure we take care of it. Maybe look for a special guest. Maybe just do it you and me, man. But no, it's the last segment of the show, and you know what happens then? The M&M Cartage Hotline is going to be shut down.
Shut it down.
There we go. Now, so John will not be in. He'll be back in Friday. So hopefully that long ride down there, about a 5-hour drive to North Alabama, Bellarmine can get him a win. So, well, you know, Scoot, since John just dropped everything in our lap, I guess we'll do the Max Pack, Max.
You ready now?
Chad Hennessy, man. Let's just go ahead and do it since we're going right into it, and then we can talk about whatever after that. So on the spur of the moment, I had to put this together. So we'll
gamble responsibly is what you're saying.
Exactly. So the first one, you know which one I got to pick, Scoot. You just know. John just left. So we're going to take Notre Dame and take the 17.5. So John's bumping it up. So we're going to say John's going to be wrong. So the game I do like a lot tonight is the next game. It is number 11, Virginia, at home playing North Carolina State. A game that really matters in ACC because that's for seeding in the tournament. Virginia is giving 6.5. NC State can be really good some nights, and other nights they're not that good. But the 24-3 Cavaliers from Virginia, I like them this year. I think they're a really good team. They got big guys that can play. I'm going to give the 6.5. I'm going to take Virginia tonight at home. Always like the home team.
I like the other side of that.
Do you?
I do.
Why do you like NC State?
6.5 just feels like too many. Like, you're not getting Virginia blowing people out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I mean, I like Will Wade. I think NC State keeps that game pretty close.
Okay. Well, there's 2 of them in the Max Pack, whatever pack we're going to see how many it is. I'm going to go with another home team that's ranked in the next game. I'm going to take Texas Tech over Cincinnati at 6.5. I think it should be higher than that. I know that Toppin's out for the rest of the season, but Texas Tech's played well since he's been out, and
won by 30 this weekend.
Yeah, and Cincinnati, I mean, they're 15-12. They hammer Kansas. That was just an anomaly, I think. So I'm going to give 6.5 and take Texas Tech tonight.
Well, would this technically be a Tony Burke system, since they probably didn't come back home, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not East Coast to West Coast. That's kind of what it is. But it is kind of into that system thing where I'm just a firm believer when you're taking college kids, I don't care if they're getting paid or what they're doing, when you make that trip, just like John does, and they leave early, they're there, they go walk through, they go dinners, they go to meetings, and then you got a couple days in between to try to keep them attached. It's hard. You get tired laying around. I mean, just at home, if you lay around and you don't do anything for a day or two, you're wore out normally. So that's the first 3 in it. The next one, I'm going to stay with the theme of home teams. I'm going to take the Dayton Flyers against number 23 St. Louis. That's at Dayton. Dayton will have a great crowd up there. They'll be rocking and rolling, and I'll take the 3.5 and Dayton at home.
I love that one. Yeah, I've got St. Louis on upset alert tonight. Dayton's a program that can beat teams like this, and I think they'll play it close and not even win the game as well. I like that one.
That could be a money liner there, Scoot.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's 4 in the that we've picked. I'm going to go totally against what I believe in on this game.
Oh,
I'm going to do a John Spears on myself. Utah at home getting 12.5 against Iowa State. We just talked about Utah being one of the worst teams in the country. They've won 2 games in conference, so philosophy is I should take Utah, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take Iowa State. I just don't see it happening. 9 o'clock tonight on FS1. I'm going to take the Cyclones to cover the 12.5. Your thoughts?
Since you're hesitant about it, I am literally placing a wager on Utah right now as we speak.
I love it. I love it. So we're going to make it a six-pack. So I'm going to pick the sixth game and the Max Pack six-pack today for Chad Hennessy and Shura Max. Missouri's at home, 18-9. Tennessee travels there, number 22 in the country. Tennessee is 3.5. Who am I going to take in this game, Scooter?
Missouri.
I'm taking Missouri at home. Missouri's another place that kind of rocks, and when they have big games, and they're on the SEC network tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm going to take Missouri and take the 3.5. So there's your six-pack. We'll see if I can do better than John, like 2-4, what John normally does. I'll see if I can at least, go 500 or better. I think I will. I think I'll go. What do you think I'll do on those six?
I'll go 3-3.
See? I thought you'd say 4-2. Come on, Scoot. Give me some.
I'll give you 4-2.
All right, give it to me. But yeah, college basketball. We talk about it all the time. Home teams. It's just hard to pick against home teams when teams are on the road. And John made a point earlier that I was going to kind of bring up to him, but he brought it up. I'm watching these games all the time, these college games, and when the environment is really crazy, like Kansas last night, I truthfully believe the referees don't do it on purpose, but they get caught up in the environment, and the home team seems, and it's not done intentional, I know, but don't you think that the referee tilts towards the team that has the raucous crowd?
Probably so. I mean, it'd be hard not to, right? Because you don't want to tick off 20,000 people.
Yeah, and I know that they never do it on purpose. I just firmly believe, and now the way that the games are called, I'm telling you, I've gone to a ton of high school games, and I was out at DeSales the other night watching them play Trinity, and I just firmly believe the referees have been told, let them play.
Yeah.
Unless it's on a shot that interferes with a bucket, out on the floor, the hands and the pushing. St. X has got some calls out on the floor that they have to call every once in a while because you fouled them 3 times, and they've let it go, and you got to be smart enough as a player to know that you're getting away with a little bit, not to press the issue. And then I watch these college games, and it's just like when you make a move, 2 hands on you, bumped, and they just let you go. How many times have you seen a ball get away from a guy on a move and there's no call?
Mm-hmm.
And you used to always see those calls. But it has helped the flow of the game.
For sure.
But, boy, when one coach is complaining, then the other coach complains. If I'm a referee, I look at them and go, you want me to call everything? And we'll be here all night, and your guys are going to foul out. Just deal. You've got calls. They get calls. Let them go.
Yeah.
And
they're definitely, at least on the high school level, they're definitely letting them play.
when you do the Indiana games, do you see that too?
Oh, for sure. Both sides of the river. Yeah.
You think it was like a national thing that, I didn't coach this year, so normally I have to do, and people don't even understand what these coaches, you got to do these, you do a CPR class, you have to do a rules class, and then you have to do all these, refereeing classes, you have to read a lot of stuff. And a lot of times there are things that they put in there, and I just, the more I watch, the more I think, gosh, if you can't handle strength, I used Jasper Johnson the other night. Played 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He came in a game and just got knocked out of the way and got pushed out of the way and didn't get through there. He didn't put him back in because you got to be tough.
What happens with him?
He's a Kentucky kid. His dad played football at UK. His grandfather was like an assistant athletic director. They're paying him a bunch of money. And this is my philosophy on guys like Jasper Johnson. They play at Link Academy, and they play at Overtime Elite, and they play on. And if you go watch these games, it's an AAU game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when they came in a couple years ago, Link Academy played DeBonta and those guys from Prolific Prep. It was like an AAU game. I mean, it was up and down. They're firing threes from everywhere. They're dunking. And then if you're not physically strong, that transition, and I don't know if Jasper Johnson will be there next year.
You think he transfers?
I think he might. I mean, it's hard to say this day and age, but if somebody else is going to pay you money and you don't feel like you got to play a lot of guys don't want to hang around and figure out if they're going to get picked over, you know.
Well, and that's dangerous for Pope because if they are going to give him a third year, which I fully believe they will, you've got to have some holdovers, right? You need 3, 4, 5 guys from this team hanging around.
I think you definitely do, and it's I tell you what, they better win tonight, Kentucky. I wanted to talk a little maybe on the Kentucky game tonight, but right now, and what Pope did, getting all upset the other night, that happens. Mm-hmm. And he's not do you think that guy curses?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can read his lips from time to time on TV.
Think so? If he does, it's not very often. But man, I think it got to him the other night. I think he kind of broke a little bit. And if they don't win the night at South Carolina, what do you think the Kentucky contingent's going to be on these shows like
I'm
all the
scared
social
to think
media?
about that.
Yeah, I mean they better come out and play. If they love their coach, they better come out and be ready to go tonight. And Kentucky fan is. It still comes down to they expected to have 3 other guys playing. And I know what people are saying to themselves. Well, they don't. Well, they were on that good streak when everybody, 6 out of 7. And
8 out of 9.
8 out of 9. And that to me was amazing when you really think about it, when they had to do the transition of the players. And then I heard somebody on social media, one of the national guys saying, well, the reason Kentucky's better is because Jalen Lowe was all about Jalen Lowe. Louisville fans knew that. All he did was score. Now that Aberdeen knows what he's, supposed to do, they're better. I'm like, man, it's hard enough to coach guys when you got everybody and get them to play together. But when you're trying to mesh guys that you didn't even expect to be playing lots of minutes, and you do, it's hard. Mm-hmm. But here's the other part about Mark Pope that this concerning thing as a Kentucky fan, I think. They have not got anybody in the fold for next year.
Yeah.
And I know you don't need guys coming in from high school because the transfer portals where you get your players. But if he doesn't sign a few guys, people at Kentucky are really going to start wondering. And if they go to the SEC tournament, man, and go, play one game and they're out, I think Mark Pope doesn't understand. Mark Pope was around UK in good times. Yep. He wasn't around UK in bad times. And it's as good as it is in good times, it can be worse in bad times. So
let me get a couple of these texts in.
Oh, yeah, heck, I'm bad. My bad. Man.
Patrick Murphy did confirm that Bill Self 41-0 on Big Monday for Kansas.
Thank you, Patrick.
48 Handley says he's taken the Wolfpack. He heard Monty Toe, Tom Burleson, and David Thompson have recently signed.
If David Thompson's playing, I'm switching my bet.
He also lets us know that Scooble's facing Great Britain. Probably won't need many pitches to take care of them. And then one other texter says, basketball reference shows 7% increase in fouls on visitors versus the home team. That is a Division I stat.
Yeah. Where do they get some of these stats?
It's Jimmy Ref. He also
I mean, where do they get?
Yeah,
I mean, how do they do
that?
I
have to ask Jimmy Ref.
There's all kinds of, hey, good to hear you, Jimmy Ref.
He also says the Bearcats have won 4 in a row. That ends the night, Jimmy Ref. Ends the night. He also says, go Irish, just cover.
There you go. Jimmy Ref, big Irish guy. He's from Cincinnati.
That must be hard this time of the year.
Man, I tell you what, and that's another one, boy. That's a hard job, but they're struggling, and you got to get some players. And at this day and age with the transfer portal, you got to go out and pick the right people.
Well, they got little Shrewsbury.
Yeah, but he's a good player,
He
but
is.
they just, I don't know. Shrewsbury, will he be there next year, Scoot? The dad?
No way.
I don't think so either. Well, man, I tell you what, it's been great to be in here for the last segment. I'll be in here tomorrow with Scoot.
Woo.
You're listening to Spears on Sports on the Big X. Have a great day.